Holy cow, is it working? No. Yeah, whatever. Come on. Check 1 2. I'm just trying to see if this is working at all. It's not looking so hot. Oh, come on. Well, I don't know. Oh, come on. All right, I think we're on. Um, say hi in chat. I'll start the game in about 5 minutes or so if this looks like it's working. Right, well, do 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 do. Man, it's not looking good. It doesn't look like I've got enough bandwidth or something for this. Huh. Hey. Wonder what kind of a delay I got. It looks like I've got a picture up there. Oh, there I am. Boy, it's a hell of a delay. It looks terrible. All right, come on, check. 1, 2, 3, check, check. Well, the sound is working. So, let's see here. Seems like it's working, I guess. Well, I'm going to start. I'm probably going to go ahead. This doesn't look like I've got good enough bandwidth to do this, but I'll give it a shot. So, let's start. I'm going to frotz, because I'm already in the, whoops, get in here. Frotz. There's the file. Planet. fa.z3. What? Oh, I see what I did. I gotta spell it right. There we go. Planetfall, deck 9. Score 0. Moves 4620. I'm not sure what that means. I don't remember that. Infocom, interactive fiction, a science story. Copyright 1983 by Infocom. All rights reserved. Planetfall is a trademark of Infocom Inc. Another routine day of drudgery aboard the stellar patrol ship Feinstein. This morning's assignment for a certain lowly ensign's 7th class, scrubbing the filthy metal deck at the port end of the Level 9 with your patrol-issue self-contained multi-purpose all-weather scrub brush, you shine the floor with diligence born of the knowledge that at any moment dreaded ensign first-class Blather, the bane of your shipboard existence, could appear. Deck 9. This is a featureless corridor similar to every other corridor on the ship. It curves away to starboard, and a gangway leads up. The port is the entrance to one of the ship's primary escape pods. The port bulkhead is closed. Now, here's the start of the game, and basically the ship's going to blow up, and you're going to have to get into the escape pod. And if you wander around too much, you won't make it to the escape pod. You can get thrown in the brig and a few other things. So let's just scrub deck, see what happens. The floor is a bit shinier now. Like I said, we could go ahead and run around the ship a little bit, but so let's just keep doing that. That's what we're supposed to be doing anyway. Like I said, we can wander around the ship a little bit, but let's just wait. Here we are. Ensign First Class Blather swaggers in. He studies your work with half-closed eyes. You call this polishing? Ensign 7th Class? He sneers. We have a position for an Ensign 9th Class in the toilet scrubbing division, you know. 30 demerits. He glares at you, his arms crossed. Scrub deck. The floor is a bit shinier now. Examine Blather. Ensign Blather is a tall, beefy officer with a tremendous misshapen nose. His uniform is perfect in every respect, and the creases in his trousers could probably slice diamonds in half. And, look. Blather, adding 50 more demerits for good measure, moves off in search of more young ensigns to terrorize. Alright. Just go ahead and scrub the deck, why not? And there's some other... Oh, here we are, the alien ambassador. The alien ambassador from the planet Blo Kibidin Gordo ambles towards you from down the corridor. He is munching on something resembling an enormous stalk of celery, and he leaves a trail of green slime on the deck. He stops nearby, and you wince as a pool of slime begins forming beneath him on your newly polished deck. The ambassador wheezes loudly and hands you a brochure outlining his planet's major exports. Let's read brochure, right? I don't remember this anywhere near as well as Zork, so this is going to be more like, it's not going to be one, it's not going to be one spoiler right after the other. I don't remember this one as well at all. So, the leading export of Blo Kibin Gordo is the adventure game Planetfall, written by Eric Meretsky. Buy one today. Better yet, buy 1,000. The ambassador asks where Admiral Smithers can be found. Cool. Examine ambassador. The ambassador has around 20 eyes, 7 of which are currently open. Half of his 6 legs are retracted. Green slime oozes from multiple orifices in his scaly skin. He speaks through a mechanical translator slung around his neck. Let's point 4. Does that work? What do you want to point the 4 at? Interesting. Whoa! Well, let's just wait. Say 4. Say north. Oh. Okay, well, anyway. The ambassador grunts a polite farewell and disappears up the gangway, leaving a trail of dripping slime. Let's go ahead and scrub the deck some more, why not? Like I said, this first part of the game, you're just waiting for this ship to blow up, and you want to be... Here we are. You got to be here in the right position when it does happen. So while you can wander around, you can get thrown in the brig. And that's not going to do much good for you. So, a massive explosion rocks the ship. Echoes from the explosion resound deafeningly down the halls. The door to port slides open. Let's go port. Now I'm in the escape pod. This is one of the Feinstein's primary escape pods for use in extreme emergencies. A massive safety webbing, large enough to hold several dozen people, fills half the pod. The controls are entirely automated. The bulkhead leading out is open. Alright, first I'm going to save. Yeah. And let's close bulkhead. You can't close it yourself. Enter webbing. Okay, cool. The pod door clanks shut as heavy explosions continue to buffet the Feinstein. You are now safely cushioned within the web. You feel the pod begin to slide down its ejection tube as explosions shake the mothership. Examine pod. I see nothing special about the escape pod. Through the viewport of the pod, you see the Feinstein dwindle as you head away. Bursts of light dot its hull. Suddenly, a huge explosion blows the Feinstein into teeny pieces, sending the escape pod tumbling away. As the escape pod tumbles away from the former location of the Feinstein, its gyroscopes whine. The pod slowly stops tumbling. Lights on the control panel blink furiously as the autopilot searches for a reasonable destination. Examine panel. The controls are entirely automated. The auxiliary rockets fire briefly, and a nearby planet swings into view through the port. It appears to be almost entirely ocean, with just a few visible islands and an unusually small polar ice cap. A moment later, the system's sun swings into view, and the viewport polarizes into a featureless black rectangle. Let's just go ahead and wait. The main thrusters fire a long, gentle burst. A monotonic voice issues from the control panel. Approaching planet. Human habitable. Examine. Viewport. See nothing special around the window. So, I guess we'll just wait. Oh, here we are. The pod is buffeted as it enters the planet's atmosphere. You feel the temperature begin to rise, and the pod's climate control system roars as it labors to compensate. Oops. Here we are. The viewport suddenly becomes transparent again, giving you a view of endless ocean below. The lights on the control panel flash madly as the pod's computer searches for a suitable landing site. The thrusters fire long and hard, slowing the pod's descent. Let's wait again. The pod is now approaching the closer of a pair of islands. It appears to be surrounded by sheer cliffs rising from the water and is topped by a wide plateau. The plateau seems to be covered by a sprawling complex of buildings. Wait some more. The pod lands with a thud. Through the viewport, you can see a rocky cleft and some water below. The pod rocks gently back and forth as if it were precariously balanced. A previously unseen panel slides open, revealing some emergency provisions, including a survival kit and a towel. Get all. Whoa, shoot. Exit web. Get towel. Get towel. Open bulkhead. Exit pod. Okay, so anyway, what had happened, the pod is now completely submerged. We landed in water, and you feel it smash against underwater rocks. Bubbles streaming upward past the window indicate that the pod is continuing to sink, and then we open the bulkhead. The bulkhead opens and cold ocean water rushes in. Exit pod. Underwater, you are momentarily disorientated as you enter the turbulent waters. Currents buffet you against the sharp rocks of an underwater cliff. A dim light filters down from above, so up. Alright. Crag. You have reached a cleft in the cliff wall where the island rises from the water. The edge of the cleft displays recently exposed rock, where it collapsed under the weight of the escape pod. About 2 meters below, turbulent waters swirl against sharp rocks. A small structure clings to the face of the cliff about 8 meters above you. Even an out-of-shape ensign 7th class could probably climb up to it. So yeah, up. Balcony. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save. Yep. Because this is basically the start of the game. I mean, you can mess around and get thrown in the brig and wander around the ship before it blows up and not make it this far, but this is basically the start of the game. And just give me a second here. Alright, so the ship we were on blew up, and we got into the escape pod, and we crash landed onto a planet, and we got ourselves somewhere. Balcony. This is an octagonal room, half carved into and half built out from the cliff wall. Through the shattered windows, which ring the outer wall, you can see ocean to the horizon. A weathered metal plaque with barely readable lettering rests below the windows. The language seems to be a corrupt form of Galalingua. A steep stairway, roughly cut into the face of the cliff, leads upward. A rocky crag can be seen about 8 meters below. So let's read the plaque. Scenic Vista. This stunning view of the Calamanti Valley covers over 40 square miles of that famous tourist spot. The large building at the bend in the Goldman River is the former provincial capital building. Well, wait a minute here. So, all we can see is ocean. We're supposed to be able to see a valley according to this plaque. What the heck is going on? Well, I don't know. Is there anything else here to see? Might as well go up, right? So we're supposed to be seeing a valley, and all we can see is ocean. Winding stair in the middle of a long... Alright, so keep going up. Courtyard. You are in the courtyard of an ancient stone edifice, vaguely reminiscent of the castles you saw during your leave on Ramus II. It has decayed to the point where it can probably be termed a ruin. Openings lead north and west, and a stairway downward is visible to the south. So here we got buildings, but we haven't ran into any people yet either. Alright. Well, let's go, let's try north and see what's there. Plain Hall. This is a featureless hall leading north and south. Although the hallway is old and dusty, the construction is of a much more modern style than the castle to the south. A similar hall branches off to the northeast. Now, I've mapped this game out at least a couple times, and I'm going to go ahead and just use the map. But for now, whoops, let's go back to that. There. So let's try north again. The rec area. This is a recreational facility of some sort. Games and tapes are scattered about the room. Hallways lead off to the east and south, and to the north is a door which is closed and locked. A dial on the door is currently set to 0. Examine tapes. Let's see, here are some musical selections. Here are some best-selling romantic novels. Here is a biography of a famous double Funasi champion. All right, let's examine games. All the usual games: chess, cribbage, galactic overlord, double Fanushi. All right, so we come from the south. I guess we got to go east. Rec corridor. This is a wide east-west hallway. Portals lead north and south, and another corridor branches southwest. North, huh? Dorm B. This is a very long room, lined with multi-tiered bunks. Flimsy partitions between the tiers may have provided a modicum of privacy. These Spartan living quarters could have once housed many hundreds, but it seems quite deserted now. There are openings at the north and south ends of the room. Interesting. Sandfac B. So this is the toilet. This must be the sanitary facility for the adjacent dormitory. The fixtures are dry and dusty, the room dead and deserted. You marvel at how little the millennia and cultural gulfs have changed toilet bowl design. So the only exit is south. South. Oh, verbose. And south again. I'm going to go ahead and check the map. See, we can't get there. So basically we're in the rec corridor, so yeah. Might as well keep heading east, I guess. So east. The mess corridor. This is a wide east-west hallway with a large portal to the south. A small door to the north is closed and hooked with a simple steel padlock, which is also closed. Examine padlock. Open. Padlock. You can't open it with your hands. And it's right until the padlock is removed. All right. So we can't go north. So let's see what we got for south. Mess hall. This is a large hall lined with tables and benches. An opening to the north leads back to the corridor. A door to the south is closed. Next to the door is a small slot. Although the room is quite barren, an octagonally shaped canteen is sitting on one of the benches. Get canteen. Examine canteen. Open canteen. Examine canteen. It's empty. Examine slot. Alright, so it was a rough start. Didn't think it was going to work. Oh boy. So let's try to open the door. Whoops. Please use your kitchen access card. All right. Well, that's a, okay. So I guess we'll go north. Whoops. Get in the terminal here. I guess we'll head east some more. Did I try? Yeah, I can't go north. Dorm corridor. This is a wide east-west hallway with openings to the north and south. To the east, the corridor stretches off into the distance. That section of the hallway is lined with a motorized walkway no longer running that was probably intended to transport people or cargo down that tremendously Libre Quest podcast. It's just cool retro term. It's cool retro term. Yeah, it's just cool retro term. Yeah, let's see. Where was I at? Yeah, the game is from 1983. Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. So I can go north and south here, so let's go north here from this dorm corridor. Whoops, get back to the right window. This is a very long room. Hey, how does it look? Is it, I mean, it looks okay on my phone over up there, but I guess it looks good if you're saying it looks awesome. So I'm in dorm D. There's a long room lined with multi-tiered bunks. That's south. This is a long room, flimsy partitions. So these are just dorms and sandfax. So now we're back. Our spaceship blew up and we crash land in escape pod on a planet. And there's buildings here. The first thing is we get to a balcony, and we're supposed to be able to see a valley and buildings and stuff, and all we see is ocean, and most of the planet's covered with ocean. And when we get to this, there's obviously been a civilization here, but there's no people. So as we play the game, we'll figure out what's going on, and when you do figure out what's going on, it gives you a time limit because of what's going on, which we'll find out later. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cheat here a minute and look at this map. Yeah, see, I can't go that way. So yeah, we're just going to have to... We're just going to have to continue heading east and exploring, it looks like. So, whoops. East. Corridor Junction. A north-south corridor intersects the main corridor here. To the west, it extends. A non-working walkway from that direction ends here. To the east, the corridor widens into a well-lit area. Oh, let's go ahead and go north. Admin Corridor South. This section of hallway seems to have suffered some minor structural damage. The walls are cracked and a jagged crevice crosses the floor. An opening leads east, and the corridor heads north and south. Let's try north. Admin corridor. The hallway. In fact, the entire building has been rent apart here, presumably by seismic upheaval. You can see the sky through the severed roof above, and the ground is thick with rubble. To the north is a gaping rift at least 8 meters across and 30 meters deep. A wide doorway labeled Systems Monitors leads west. Alright, so let's go west. Uh-oh. System monitors. This is a large room filled with tables full of strange equipment. The far wall is filled with a number of monitors. Of these, the ones labeled Library, Reactors, and Life Support are green, but the ones labeled Planetary Defense, Planetary Course Control, Communications, and Project Control indicate a malfunctioning condition. Well, so power, the library, and life support on this planet's working. Planetary defense, course control, communications, and whatever project it was working on is broken down. Well, course control, that gives us a clue as to why everything's ocean. We're probably too close to the sun because course controls broke down. And we'll find that out for sure later. So, I'm going to save the game here and call it monitors. Because this is our, this looks like some place that we're going to have to keep coming back to see what we still need to fix or have fixed or haven't fixed. Just because let's go east again. Oh wow. Oh, west. Can't go west, can't go north, can't go south. All right, east. So there's the system monitor room. And we can't go north because of the gaping gap. So can we go east from here? Nope. So south. Uh-oh. This section of the hallway seems to have suffered some minor structural damage. The walls are cracked. All right. You catch out of the corner of your eye a glint of light from the direction of the floor. Examine crevice. Line at the bottom of the narrow crack, partially covered by layers of dust, is a shiny steel key. Also, a growl from your stomach warns that you are getting pretty hungry and thirsty. Okay, so now we just found out that we have to eat in this game and drink. And we've got a canteen, but we haven't found any way of filling it yet. So, that's probably the key to the padlock, but inventory. What do I have? A canteen, a towel, an ID card, chronometer, brochure, Oh! Open kit. I forgot we had a survival kit. Opening their survival kit reveals a blob of red goo, a blob of green goo, and a blob of ground goo. I forgot all about the, we got a survival kit out of the escape pods. So let's eat red goo. That tasted just like scrumptious cherry pie. Alright. I'm going to look at this map again. And where are we at? Whoops. Admin corridor south. Okay. So we're here. Well, I guess I'll just keep exploring. So south, corridor junction, and south again. Mech Corridor North. Entrances to rooms lie to the east and west from this north-south hall. Let's try west first. Physical plant. This is a huge dim room with exits in the northeast and southeast corners. The room is crisscrossed with catwalks and is filled with heavy equipment, presumably intended to heat and ventilate this complex. Hardly any of the equipment is still operating. What the heck? Okay, I see. That makes sense. So we want to go southeast, it looks like. Alright. That makes sense. Southeast. South. The corridor ends here with doorways to the southwest, south, and southeast. South. Machine shop. This room is probably some sort of machine shop filled with a variety of unusual machines. Doorways lead north, east, and west. Standing against the rear wall is a large dispensing machine with a spout. The dispenser is lined with brightly colored buttons. The first 4 buttons, labeled Coolants 1 through 4, are colored red, blue, green, and yellow. The next 3 buttons, labeled Catalyst 1 through 3, are colored gray, brown, and black. The last 2 buttons are both white. One of these is a square and says base. The other white button is round and says acid. Huh. Well, this looks like something that'll be useful later when we figure out what's going on here, which we already have figured out some of it. So I'll be right back. I gotta take a quick break. Be back in a few minutes. Scratch. We'll go out. There you go. All right. So let's try west. Whoops. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. Tool room. This is apparently a storage room for tools. Exits lead northeast and east. Sitting on the floor below, the lowest shelf is a large glass flask. A small device labeled Acme Portable Laser is resting on one of the lower shelves. The laser contains an old battery. On the upper shelf is a metal bar, curved into a U shape. Now that sounds like a magnet. Get bar. Examine bar. I see nothing special about the curved metal bar. Looks like a magnet to me. We'll see. I'll bet we can get the padlock key. So, this is a tool room, huh? I'm going to go northeast. I'm not going to mess with the pliers yet, or the laser, because I have no idea what to do with it, but I think I know what to do with this curved metal bar. I think I found a magnet to get this key out of the crevice with. Let's go try that. So, northeast. North. North. And north. Corridor junction, north. Here we are. Get key with bar. With a spray of dust, yes, it was a magnet, and a loud clank, a piece of metal leaps from the crevice and affixes itself to the magnet. It is a steel key. With the tug, you remove the key from the magnet. Woohoo! So, let's go try to open this padlock. So we want to head back west. And west. Oh! I got company. I'll be right back. Hello! Grab the ladder anyway. Whoa! Charge it has. It won't be much. I'll see if I can find it. Battery pack. Hard to tell. Battery over there. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter what you have. Either or, it's going to be for a piece too. Yeah. Plastic. It's not like that. Listen, all right, man. Thank you. I'll be back with your shit. Get back to my lodge. All right. All right. So I'm back. Well, my neighbor left. One of the neighbors needed to use a ladder, so that's good. Dang, you're good at this. Yeah, I don't. I'm really good at Zork. This one I don't remember. I barely remember this at all. But let's open padlock with key. The padlock springs open. And so let's open. Whoops. Oh, get padlock. That's okay. The padlock and the key are both on the ground. Because I've dropped stuff, that means I should still be able to open the door. Cool. So that was to the north, right? Yeah, north. This is a small room, obviously intended as a storage area. On a small shelf is a large unopened tin can. It has a plain white label which reads Spam and Eggs. A heavy duty extendable ladder is leaning against the rear wall. Now there's the one thing I do remember. I do remember what to do with this ladder, but let's inventory here. I probably don't need the... Let's drop the bar. I already used it to get the key. I probably don't need to carry the brush around. So there we go. I probably don't need to carry the brochure around. Keep the survival kit and the towel. I don't know. I haven't seen a can opener yet, so I'm going to but what to do with this ladder is about the only thing I remember about this game. Uh-oh, my load is too heavy. Drop kit. Get ladder. It's still too heavy. Drop canteen. Get ladder. Alright, so south. Yeah. East. I'm at Corridor Junction. Let me look at the map. Yeah. I want to keep going. Here's where I used the ladder. This is about the only part I remember of this game. North and north. To the north is a gaping rift. Here, I'm going to save. I'm going to save. I'm going to call this ladder. Right? Now I tell you what. Place ladder across. I'm not sure how to word this. Rift. Oh no! Alright, restore. Man, it's a good thing I saved. Yeah, ladder. So, examine ladder. It is a heavy-duty ladder built of sturdy aluminum tubing. It is currently collapsed and is around 2.5 meters long, but it would extend, if extended, would obviously be much longer. Aha! Extend ladder. Wow, I'm so glad I had just saved the game. Oh man. Alright. Drop ladder. Extend ladder. Whoops. The ladder extends to a length of around 8 meters. Now, place ladder across rift. Yes! The ladder swings out across the rift and comes to rest on the far edge, spanning the precipice. And now we can go north again. I have completed this game before, but it's been a long time. And like I said, I remember what to do with this ladder. I don't remember much. Admin corridor north. The corridor ends here. Portals lead west, north, and east. Signs above these portals read respectively: Administrative offices, transportation supplies, and plan room. To the south is a wide rift spanned by a metal ladder, separating this area from the rest of the building. Woohoo! All right. So, well, let's try the west room first. Small office. You have entered a small office of some sort. A small desk faces the main doorway, which lies to the east. Another exit leads west. I don't think I've seen that. I don't remember that episode of Twilight Zone. Which is surprising. Well, maybe it's not surprising. That was a long time ago. Examine desk. Open drawer. All right. Opening the small desk reveals a kitchen access card and upper elevator access card. So get kitchen card, comma, elevator card. Alright, so let's save. Again, because I've got cards. So we can eat now. We've got a kitchen access card. At least I think we can eat. Huh. Oh boy, I drank a cup of coffee. An upper elevator access card. Well, Wasn't there? Couldn't we go west again? Ooh, a large office. This is a large plush office. The far wall is one large picture window, scratched but unbroken, offering a view of this installation and the ocean beyond. In front of the window is a wide woman desk. The only exit is east. Let's examine this desk. Open drawer. Opening the large desk reveals a shuttle access card. Alright, get shuttle card. Inventory. Put shuttle shuttle card in uniform. Done. Put elevator card in uniform. So now it's inventory. So then see the patrol uniform can that way, because you see I dropped stuff earlier because I fumbled it. So cool. So now let's look some more. And I've got, okay, east. Yes, you have to sleep in this game. You have to eat in this game. And something else, there's something else going on that we haven't figured out yet. That we will figure out pretty soon. Plan room. This is a small room whose far wall is covered with many small cubby holes. The left wall is covered with an enormous map labeled Calamonte Complex, showing 2 installations connected by a long hallway. Near the upper part of this map is a red arrow saying you are here. The right wall is covered with a similar map labeled Lawanda Complex, showing 2 installations, one apparently buried deep underground. Actually, what's going on has a similar, it's quite similar to the thing that's going on right now that will not be named, but we haven't found that out yet. All right, so it looks like this is just maps. It doesn't look like there's anything in this room. So west, and we haven't went to this room yet. Uh-oh. It is pitch black. You might be eaten by a grue. There is a light to the south. And, well, hell. I guess we need a flashlight in here? There's grues in this game? I thought, this isn't Zork. This is space. This is a space game. There's still grues. Darn it. Darn it. All right. So, hmm. Oh. Oh boy. Well. Hmm. I've went, well, I can't go north because I don't want to get eaten by a grue. Inventory. Now, yeah, examine. Chronometer. It is a standard wrist chronometer with a digital display. The current time is blah blah blah. Okay, so it's just a watch from your mom and dad. And it shows the same time basically as up there. So, yes, the supply room could come in handy. South. Um, I went west already and looked there. I've went north. Is there a... Can I go east? Can't go that way. All right. So, admin corridor south. Have I gone east from here? Oh, it's just a sand fac facility. There's actually a bunch of stuff that I need to do that I haven't. Well, let's just go ahead north and west. If you live here in this system monitors room, the library, reactors, and life support are green, but planetary defense, planetary course control, communications, and project control are malfunctioning. So I'm going to have to figure out how to repair all those things. Yeah. But right at the moment, I just kind of need to explore around some more. So let's go back east, south. And I got a growl from my stomach again. And, oh man, I left the survival kit. Oh yeah, there's tons of, it's a big puzzle game. There's just tons of puzzles. You know what? Let's try using the kitchen access card. So south. Yeah, corridor junction west. Uh-oh. And I'm feeling, see, now the game, just this is the first time. You are beginning to feel weary. It might be time to think about finding a nice, safe place to sleep. So the game just let us know that we have to sleep. It's already let us know that we have to eat and drink. And, west. Mess corridor. I'm going to go north and get the kit. Yeah. Get kit. Eat. Eat green goo. Ooh, that was just like yummy lima beans. Um, Another one that's epic is Enchanter. I don't know of Enchanter. You have to memorize spells, you have to eat, and you have to sleep in Enchanter also. And so, yeah. Disgusting lima beans. Right. um, get canteen. Okay, I got that. So, south, east, north. All right. Enter bunk. Aha! The bed is soft and comfortable. You should be asleep in short order. And, all right. You slowly sink into a deep and restful sleep. You wake up feeling refreshed and ready to face the challenges of this mysterious world. I'm going to save, and I'm going to call this day 2, because this is the start of day 2. We spent a day on this world here. And it's day 2 now. And so south. Oh, stand. All right. Inventory south. West. South. Inventory here. Let's see. We got. What the heck happened to my kitchen access card? All right, fine. North. Uh-oh. You notice that you feel a bit weak and slightly flushed, but you're not sure why. So there's another thing that's going on. Okay, see, here's a bunch of stuff I get. Kitchen, card, comma, canteen. All right. So we're not feeling so good this morning. And when we first woke up, we were feeling okay. But now we're not feeling so hot. So, south, west, south. Put kitchen, card in slot. Okay. Slide kitchen card in slot. Slide through slot. The kitchen door quietly slides open. All right. And south. This is the food production and dispensary area for the dining hall. to the north. Of particular interest is a machine near the door. You should probably examine it more closely. You know what? It looks like the afternoon winds are starting, and I think I've been at it for over an hour and a half. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Whoops. Save. Kitchen. So when I come back, I don't know if I'll live stream, but I will continue playing. Yeah. These winds are just going to make a whole bunch of noise at this point, and it's going to sound terrible. So let's go ahead and quit. And your score would be 21 out of 80 points. It is day 2 of your adventure. Current Galactic Standard Time, adjusted to your local day cycle, is 1880. This score gives you the rank of Space Cadet. Do you wish to leave the game? Yes. Hit any key to exit. So we're a Space Cadet. 85 minutes in. Cool. So, yeah, almost an hour and a half. That's an hour and a half is a good stretch of reading a whole bunch of text on the screen. And we got a good introduction to the game. We solved a couple of the puzzles. We still don't know what's going on. We do know that we feel a little sick, is the last thing we learned before I saved. And so thanks. Thank you very much, LibreQuest. It was and of course I'll watch it back after after YouTube's done with it and see what the quality was like. I'm just doing this over a phone hotspot is what I'm streaming from. So it's like I don't know if this is gonna work, but hey. So oh, you know what? Check this out. There's not only screen fetch, not only is let's go ahead and make this bigger. Yeah. The machine. Not only is the I got low spec internet and a low spec machine. Here's the Intel Pentium with integrated graphics machine. So it seemed to perform marvelously. And I'm actually testing out Ubuntu 20.04, and maybe if you've noticed, yes, this is the old Unity desktop. There's the window spread, and so yeah, I've got the Unity desktop installed on top of Ubuntu, and actually Unity is yeah, it came with 8 gigabits of RAM. When I lost the other machine, I got to upgrade it. But Unity's running fast. It was clunking along, installed on top of vanilla Ubuntu, but installed on top of Ubuntu, Unity desktop's been pretty smooth. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Let's see, do I want to do this? Stop streaming.